Hi YouTube, Rob here with another Bible review. This is the Bible I've been waiting for a couple of weeks. It's a setting and the content that I'm familiar with, but not quite in this size. As you can see on the cover here, this is the KJV ER, and the ER means it is easy reading. So it takes out some of the more archaic sort of words that are no longer in the English language. It takes out the these and the thous, and the word endings, the eths and the ests. So it makes it an easier reading experience. But it doesn't do that at the detriment of losing some of the clarity of the King James. We tend to find at the end of where these words have been changed, or where things have been changed, it tells you that where this has happened. And so for children who are struggling with the King James, or somebody who likes the King James but struggles with some of the more archaic language, this is a good bet to use. Now, this Bible was ridiculously cheap. As you can see, it is a gift and award Bible, but it's unlike any gift or an award Bible I've ever seen, because it is very, very good quality for the price. I think I paid about just over £5 for this, or £6, I think, and that included in shipping and postage and packing. But this is by Whitaker House. Some of you may know Whitaker House. They produce the King James Sword Study Bible in the easy reading and in just the normal one, but with the words explained. But this is a really, really nice Bible. I'm just going to take this cover off, and then we can have a look at the Bible itself. Whitaker House do this is the word for word. With every Bible that you purchase from them, they will donate a Bible to someone in need, and that's a really, really admirable thing that they do. So I'll just let you look at that, and then I'll get that out of the way, and here we are. So this is the Bible. It is in the black ultra soft, I think they call it, but Whitaker House do tons of different bindings for their Bibles. This Bible is, as you can see, it's a hand-sized Bible. It is 5 1/4 inches wide. So it's 5 1/4 inches wide, 7 3/4 inches tall, and it's just a smidgen under an inch thick. As you can see, there are no gold gilt edges. There's no ribbon marker. There is a black and yellow head and tail band, but that's it. But I've seen a lot of gift and award Bibles that are really, really cheap. Now, I don't know whether it is a sewn binding. I'm assuming probably not for the price point, but I have noticed in here, you can just see in the gutter there, that it does have overcast stitching. So whether it is stitched, I don't know, but certainly it is in there, and it is also in the back, which I've found. As you can imagine, for the price point, it's just a simple paste down liner, nothing fancy there. But just to give you an idea of what it looks like compared to other Bibles, this is a King James Pit Minion Bible in green Morocco leather. You can see the Pit Minion is a slight tad smaller. The Sword Bible is a wee bit thicker and a wee bit taller, as you can see there. So that's against the Pit Minion. This is a Emerald Text Bible. Put the two of them side by side. You see the Emerald is a wee bit taller and a wee bit wider, as you can see there. There's a wee bit of a width, and just a tad thicker. And just to compare it to the original Sword Study Bible, which I do have a copy of, so this is why I'm familiar with this. This is the Sword Study Bible, which is the main edition, and this is the wee gift and award Bible that you can get from them. And so there you go. So you can see the difference in quite a bit thicker, but there's a lot more content. The font's bigger, and there's a lot more sort of extra articles in this. But even saying that, that there is more in that one. In this one, you still get some good stuff. So let's go into the Bible itself. Like I said, it's just a paste down liner. We've got there. I can just show you the this title page. And we'll look at some of these things as we go through. As you can see, as I said, the Whitaker House do tons of different bindings there. So if you want to look at the ISBNs for these different Bibles, then that's there. So ours is right at the top. I think it's the Ultra Soft Black. And so there we go. So into the Bible itself, we have an introduction to the Bible, which is really, really good. An introduction to the KJV Easy Read Bible. So it tells you what they've changed. Oh, turn the page here. So the names and attributes of God. And each one of these is marked, as I'll show you as we go into the Bible itself. So Jehovah, Adonai, Elohim, etc., etc. And then we go into the Bible itself. And here we are. So we've got the names and order of all the books in the Bible. And then here we go straight into the text. And that is pretty good for a cheap text Bible. Now, some of you have probably eagle-eyed and noticed that there's red letter in the Old Testament. And yeah, you'd be right. That's what the Whitaker House do in their Sword Study Bible. So while we have the words of Jesus in red, the Whitaker House have their Sword Study Bibles with all the words of God in red, all the way through the Old and New Testaments. And I think that's really, really handy. I know the problems that are inherent with red letter text Bibles, but that's commendable. If they're going to do it, then, be consistent throughout the Bible when the Lord is speaking. So let's have a look at the text itself. So let's just zoom in there. There we go. So you can see there are end of verse references. And we have here the red letter. And we see some of the underlined, there are some words underlined. So we say God there. If you look up to the verse 1, we see God is, there we go, sorry, there we are, that's better. See, God is underlined, but it tells you what form it is. So it's Elohim, and there's a little, I don't know if you can actually see that, but there's a wee PF at the end of Elohim, which means the plural form. So it tells you what form it is. And as you'll see, we go through the Bible, in verse 6, for instance, there, you've got firmament underlined, and it tells you what that word is. It says expanse. Oh, sorry, there we go, just zoom out a wee bit. That is continued throughout the whole of the Bible. As you can see, it is red letter throughout. It says, a window, so a roof. It's saying this. It's giving you sort of. So this is, if you're unfamiliar with the King James Bible, this is a great Bible to begin with. It is really, really good. But you'll find there's no these and thous in it. They are taken out. Let's just go into the Psalms. It is as you can see, a 2-column layout. Go into the Psalms. I'll show you. So Psalm 23, which we're all familiar with. So the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And instead of he maketh me to lie down, it says he makes me to lie down. So that's the kind of thing they will do. He restores my soul. So it's very, very familiar. So it still has the yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. But it sort of smooths it out. So it makes it a little bit easier to read. And some people will probably have a problem with that because they will say, "Oh, you're changing the pure word of God." But if you're getting people to read this, then that's great. If you want to, then you can pick up a full copy of the King James version. But throughout as you can see, throughout the Old Testament, we've got the words of God, which is really handy, and it's printed very, very well. The paper is very opaque. For the price, you can see the print underneath, but that is good. The red letter is good. The black letter is good. And for just over £5 to £6, I think this is a really, really good Bible. So this is all new for me. So I'm just going to have a quick look, see if there's anything in between the Testaments. I've not really had a chance. This has just arrived this morning. So I'm finding out things as you are finding things out. But no, we've just got straight there from the end of the Old Testament, and then not even a page to separate, and then into the New. And then again, we see the same thing here. There we go. And the things are explained, which is handy if you're unfamiliar with the Bible, with the King James Bible. The Sword Study Bible, the main one, not the easy reading one, has the full text of the King James Version, but it still has these explanatory sort of underlinings. And so there we go. It is really helpful. You see there the parable, the ample story, and the tares of the field. It's got weeds at the bottom. So then you've got your wee references. So it is a reference Bible. There aren't many, but the references it does have are very helpful. And through into the into Revelation, and we'll go just at the back of there, and we'll see what's in the back. I had a quick look just as I got it. It does have a concordance, which I'm surprised of, for a gift and award Bible, and it looks like it's a fairly usable one for the size of the Bible. It tells you how it's got a concordance and a sort of like a dictionary, very, very brief dictionary. The Bible, as you can see, it doesn't want to stay flat, but to be honest, for a Bible that I'm going to be taking to work, I don't think that's and for the price, I don't think that's much of a problem. It's got wee sort of illustrations in here. But then we've got maps, no colour maps in this, but you have got sort of black and white lined maps. And there are a few of those. Promised Land, Exodus to the Judges, the empires, major nations of the Bible then and now, Jerusalem, Palestine, and then I think that's the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. And then you've got a couple of pieces of cardstock, and then the paste down liner, and it's sewn in the back as well. But yeah, I thought I would just share that with you. It's a really, really great little Bible, actually. Really, really surprised. I wasn't expecting much. I was ordering another book on this particular website, and I noticed this. It came up as one of the extra items. Other people have bought this as well, sort of things, after you've ordered what you were looking for. And I thought, well, that's an amazing price and looks like a good Bible. I'll give it a go. And I'm so glad that I did. I'm looking forward to using this. Yeah, I'm not sure sort of the longevity of it, but for the price of the Bible itself, I don't think you can go wrong with that. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that. At some point, I will do a review of this, which is its sort of big brother. This is the Sword Study Bible. Again, I've had this for a while. And again, I did not pay a lot for this. I think I paid around about £11 for this. And it is, again, I'll just give you a quick look at this. You see the difference in the text in that. As you can see there, very similar. The difference is in this, it has sort of like a chain reference system. Oops, there we go. It's a chain reference system, which this one doesn't have. You can see the font is very similar, and there's the font on the smaller version, and then the font on the right, which is a bit easier on my eyes. But that's a good size font. I would say that's around about an 8-point font, maybe 8.5. But very, very well done, very, very well printed, and the paper is very, very good. And yeah, so at some point I will do a review of its big brother, this one. But until then, I'll leave you with this video this morning. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a blessed day in Christ. And until I see you again, I hope you just keep safe, keep well, keep away from this coronavirus, and just be blessed. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye then.